we full wide video on Sirius? What? Oh, I'm okay if you want to leave this out for sampling. Okay.
Wonder how well XY would hold here. Yeah. Grab it, float off, open drawer. Yeah, that'd be a way to do it.
You ready for me to bring it up here? Mini?
Yeah, if you're in a good spot, yeah.
You want me to bring it over to deploy? Okay. Yeah, you want me to kill lasers for now? Okay. Yeah, Nav, you'll help me keep an eye on Sirius.
Yep, I got it.
Thanks.
Might want to give him some more light. Maybe bring a starboard upper end or something.
Yeah. Okay. Do you need any more light there, pilot? I can bring it
Or
in.
the fog lights would be perfect.
Ooh, yeah, let's give that a try.
Light up that whole situation. Copy.
Yeah, if only. Cluster sample. I don't think it's going to work.
Sorry, wrong way. It's it lifted off.
Yeah. Yeah, let's pass on that one. We'll keep an eye out for another sample. Thanks.
I'll kill your fog lights. Unless it's not blinding you. Okay. bring it over if you'd like.
Pilot, really fast, there's right where we zoomed into the white sponge and tried to collect that other thing, there was this brown small object. Could we snap zoom again just to get an idea what it is? It's to the left of the sponge. Yeah. Know what that is. Yeah. Is it exposed?
I was thinking it was exposed rock, but it
It has structure to it.
could be some sort of old sponge or, tough to say.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Copy that, coming back around.
So many corals.
Okay, I'm lined back up on about 320315.
Is there, can we go to like 3 o'clock? There's a dark splotch on the underside of this overhang, right on the lasers now. Can we check that out? Couldn't tell if it's, I think it's, it may be a shadow. Can we just zoom in? Yeah, I think it's a shadow. Okay, never mind. It's part of D2 shadow, I think. Or maybe part of the fan. I think a lot of what we're seeing is over the past few hundred meters we've been traveling, there's a lot of this erosion underneath the platform, and then the upper platform eventually collapses under its own weight, and it just keeps on moving backwards and backwards and backwards through the... Oh, there's a fishing weight.
Oh, yeah.
And the way back.
Yeah, that dark stick with like something going on. They use like rebar.
Upper left.
Yeah, as mentioned before, fishermen use vertical
maybe
long
another minute.
lines to fish
Copy. So run
the
this out of
silk
my screen.
snappers and queen snappers, and a lot of times they attach rebars or other types of weight to weigh down these lines, especially in areas of high currents.
Cool features, huh? Big divots and stuff. All right. Get a little bit of tether.
Do you want to do another 8-0?
Sure.
Actually, if he's going to come down a little bit, maybe let's stick to 7-0 or so.
I was gonna do 7.5.
7.5 is... Okay, yeah.
That's good to do.
Perfect.
Bridges is RV nav. Yeah, I'd like a move, range 20 meters, bearing 275 degrees, speed decimal 2. It's a good copy, Bridge.
This is a little reminder to everyone on the shore, on the science chat, and on the conference line. We are quite shallow today, as we have been all day. We will likely want to hold the dive planning call for tomorrow and the post-dive call for today immediately after our off-bottom time, which right now is scheduled around 4:15 or so. But depending on currents, we may need to move that a little bit sooner. We'll get in touch and get back to you on that. But immediately after off-bottom, whenever that is, will be our, we'll try to begin our call at that time.
Oh, there's a fish. Upper left. I think it swam away. I think it would look like, yeah. Looked like it had a fork tail. Might have been a queen.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, just streaming straight out behind you. It's not tugging you, is it? I mean, it shouldn't be. That's the current, though, isn't it?
So tomorrow we'll be diving
Wow.
close to this area, but more to the north. Also in this depth zone, between 500 and 300 meters. At an area known to be targeted by fishermen
Seems to match with the
for
surface
these commercially important
What's
deep
the
water
surface current showing? Ooh,
fish
0.6.
like the snappers and groupers.
I was looking at the surface
And
current.
we've seen a number of snappers and groupers during this
0.6
dive.
knots, is that what it says over there?
Yeah.
And a pretty high diversity of fish overall. A couple of species that we haven't seen so far during this expedition.
Well,
If you look at Sirius's track,
Very
I
exciting.
think the current blew Sirius back a couple meters. See that?
probably. You might pull me just a little bit closer than next time. Yeah.
Go ahead, Watchley. Looks like, yeah, 1 hour left. Yep. Last move complete. Thanks, Bridge.
Oh, okay. There's actually a fish
Understood.
towards the left.
You can
I'm
change
not
heading
sure
now.
if you're able to
Ship's got changed its heading.
pan.
Copy that. After that, let's
It's
move
right
us
at like
a little bit closer than what we've
11
been doing.
o'clock right now.
285 maybe.
Roger. Ship is turning its head into the current.
There it is. No, a couple of these sea stars.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, I think that's a queen snapper. It's a really forked tail.
Yeah, they're in the.
Yeah, I
they're
saw
in the
two fish
far-
too. They swam away pretty quickly.
It's a boarfish down here as well.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that boarfish scared them off.
The vicious boarfish.
Changing heading.
Yeah, I think this is a big eye soldier fish. This is probably the most common fish that we've seen today.
Not very many prey fish or shrimps that we've seen, just a few squids, so I'm wondering what they're feeding on. Seen a couple of larger crabs, crustaceans, but nothing very abundant here.
Yeah, this is an anemone that I'm talking about in the lower left.
Oh, the brown one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either a corallimorph or an anemone. This one.
Yeah.
That looks
yeah,
like a
I did say
corallimorph.
so. Yeah.
But then we saw another one that the tentacles were bigger and looked like more of an anemone.
Yeah, you know what it actually looks like is, oh no, not this one. I think I've seen that before. I have a photo of that corallimorph somewhere.
030I. You ready for a move? All right, 20 meters, bearing 285 degrees, speed decimal 2. Good copy. Thanks, Bridge.
It's a very curious spot for a suspension feeder. Typically, you would find, well, maybe unless it was hunting small
You got
crustaceans,
Sirius on the move. You
those
should help you out, Sean.
crevices would be a great spot, but I can't believe that they get much flow
Oh, there you go.
in that rut.
There's looks like a little squat lobster
Oh, yeah,
with his
a
arms
tiny
out.
one.
Yep.
Yep, you can see anything if you look hard enough. A slit shell? Yep. Just a shell. Yep. But not just any shell. It's a slit shell.
That could be worth thousands of dollars.
Actually, you could, yeah.
Yeah. Said like $3,000 or something
Yeah,
like that.
they were collected in the past for they were prized mantelpieces, I'm guessing, by collectors. They used to be collected and sold for very high prices, thought to be very, very rare and unique.
Seems like there's a couple right here in this area. There's another one.
Yep. This is quite the little cavern here. Or overhang. Overhang, no. I think if you get one more coral to settle on there, it might just all come down.
Pilot, do you want me to turn lasers off?
Yeah,
He typically
pretty
flies
incredible
by these,
how
so we don't like to leave them off
fragile some of these features look.
unless it's for a shot video. Gah.
Geologically speaking, I bet some of the stony corals that live on the tips of some of these features that fall off are kind of the live fast, die young, produce lots of young, and then whenever the rock starts to fall, they just get smothered. Because they're very far out in the current, which presumably you would assume that would improve their chances of feeding and reproducing lots and lots of small larvae. We're still at a depth of about 252 meters. Cruising along this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the big eye soldier fish. I wonder if fishermen catch this fish. It's kind of small, but it's pretty common.
Yeah, they get, seen them 15 centimeters, 20 centimeters.
All right, looks like serious move a little bit.
I wonder when they do snap like that, are they picking up small plankton in the water column? Or do they just do that as a behavior?
Do you want me
Like
to
they get their name
turn
as
or
snappers
click here?
doing that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yes.
I think probably the most poorly known. Oh, there is
Oh,
a
there's
fish.
a fish. Yeah. Yeah.
Scurried downslope. There was another soldier fish on the right too. All over the place here in all the cracks and crevices. Is that an urchin or a sponge? That's sponge.
Sponge, I think.
I think we're okay on that. It's pretty obviously a sponge now.
Move complete. Thanks, Bridge.
Fish on the back wall, way off in the distance.
I can try to
on
get
the left
I gotta
side.
get closer, Sean.
Kind of 9 o'clock now.
Get it
Moving
10
very
meters.
fast.
Andy, maybe.
Oh,
Towards
yeah.
that wall?
I see it.
Two of
There
them.
are two.
Or do you think it's going to cut
Maybe
back
not
out?
10 meters, maybe 5.
Oh, there's 3. There's one above, too.
I'd be okay with 5, but not 10.
You know,
Oh,
3
there's a to the left, actually. It's probably, that looks like a snapper.
Bridge is RV now.
This is a silk snapper.
He had like a short move, 5 meters, bearing 320, speed decimal 2. Good guy. Thanks, Bridge.
So this is another really important, commercially important fish. These fishermen target both the silk and the queen snappers. But silk snappers are usually found within this depth range, around 200 meters.
Yeah, I can grab them. Well, I have Chris's room. I think Dan. Okay. You want him to come in here? Dive super room, or I guess ops manager room. This is co-pilot. If you're in there, could you come into the control room?
Oh, there's another fish
Yeah, there's
above.
I think the largest fish we've seen today have been those misty groupers.
Yeah, they're pretty big. We think it might have been the same one because of there's
ROV
a
workshop.
couple other
This is
snappers.
co-pilot.
Might be the same silk.
Dive super room. This is.
So these were one of
co-pilot.
the main fishery targets before the 1980s, and then after the 1980s, fishermen started targeting the queen snappers.
Huh. Was there some sort of closure of the fishery?
Well,
or-
they started
We
managing
might need to make a pipe.
the revenues,
Bridge
well, the
starting out.
landings of silk snappers starting to decline, while queen started to incline,
page
and
the
they
dive
think
super and
that's
have it
probably
report to the control
a
room,
mix
please.
between management and also how they fish these vertical long lines.
I
Yep.
will turn to starboard. You will turn to port.
Well, there's a very large fan-shaped structure on the left-hand side, if you're able, pilot. Yep. On the vertical face.
Actually, stand by that. Looks like I had that backwards. You need to go full turn. Starboard. Not a full turn, half turn, sorry. You need to go half turn starboard. Yep.
Understood. Thanks, Bridge.
Might be a black coral fan.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Move complete. Thanks, Bridge. Moves complete, pilots.
Yeah, it looks like a black coral.
Yeah. It's hard to see when they're not on profile, but I think that we've seen that enough. That was just a very large colony. We were calling that Aletopathes earlier. It's very reminiscent of that genus.
Probably still those lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Thanks
Thank you.
for working through it, though.
Copy. I am beginning stowing. Yep, go ahead.
So, folks on shore, we're going to have to call our dive a little short today by about 45 minutes due to some untenable current situations on the seafloor, which is making our navigation pretty difficult in this area. So, for the science party at least, if you
Whoa.
folks would like to
What's
stay on the
going on
line,
with
we'd
my
like to
sonar?
start
Nav, did you move
as
my
soon as
sonar in?
possible the dive planning call for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Can you go ahead
And
and pop
for
that
everyone
back?
else, thanks for joining us today.
Let me know next time you do that, please.
Roger. There you go.
Thanks.
So if you are on the line, I'll put a message in the chat. Stay on the line. And everyone else tuning in from all over the world, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. There's another very large something there, like a
Something.
weight.
Yeah,
on
it
the
looks like
right-hand
a
side.
weight. I was looking at it before. Yep, it looks like
Huh.
a rebar.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's the last
thanks,
one.
everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, and hope you have a great night.
Correct. Okay, I'm gonna pick up. Great. Yep. I'll keep my auto heading in for right now. I'll follow you down. I'm just gonna keep coming up right now. Keeping an eye on it. Wow. That is extreme.
Video watch lead.